Today we're going to be learning about elderberry. Specifically, where does it come from? What does it do? Is it dangerous? Is it beneficial? All these questions will be answered. Keep watching. Sat Shri Akal, my name is Sasha and welcome to today's episode. Traditionally, Native Americans used elderberry to treat infections, while on the other side of the world, in ancient Egypt, Egyptians were using elderberry to improve their complexions as well as to heal burns. Today, elderberry is most often used to treat cold and flu symptoms. Generally, people take these as lozenges, syrups, they use them in jams, or you put them in your smoothies. There's a lot of ways to supplement your diet with elderberry. The reason you have to take them in supplements is because the raw berries, the leaves, and the tree bark, they're all poisonous and can cause stomach problems. There are several varieties of the Sambucus or elderberry tree, but the most common is Sambucus nigra. It's also known as European elderberry as well as black elder. Although elderberry tree is native to Europe, it's actually grown in many other parts of the world. These trees grow up to 30 feet tall and they have little clusters of white flowers that are actually the elder flowers. The berries come in small clusters that are black or blue-black color. Next, let's go over the health benefits of elderberries, or I guess taking elderberry supplements since you can't eat them raw. Elderberries are really high in vitamin C. There are 6 to 35 milligrams of vitamin C per 100 grams of elderberry. Now this accounts for up to 60% of the recommended uptake for vitamin C on a daily basis. Elderberries are also high in dietary fiber. They contain 7 grams of fiber per 100 grams of elderberry fruit. That's the equivalent of over 1/4 of your recommended daily uptake. The berries are quite tart and need to be cooked in order to be eaten. You definitely don't want to be eating these guys raw. They're also a good source of phenolic acids. Phenolic acids are powerful antioxidants that help reduce the oxidative stress put on your body. Elderberries are also a good source of flavonols. Flavonols are also antioxidants. There are 3 of them in this berry, and I'm just going to read them off my notes because it's sort of hard to pronounce them. The first one is quercetin. Second one, camphorol, and last, this one is pretty difficult to pronounce for me anyways, isorhamnitin. And additionally, my notes say that the flowers contain up to 10 times more flavonols than the berries. And last, they're also rich in anthocyanins, which are antioxidants as well. And the anthocyanins are what give the elderberry its characteristic black-purple, black-blue, dark, rich color. In summary, when it comes to nutritional value and elderberries are high in vitamin C, high in dietary fiber, as well as packed with antioxidants in the form of flavonols, phenolic acids, and anthocyanins. The flowers are particularly rich in flavonols. Let's move on to how you might be familiar with elderberry, and that is for the purpose of reducing flu and cold symptoms. Now you might have seen elderberry in the forms of lozenges or syrups in the department where they have cough syrup and everything, and that's because there's actually scientific evidence backing up these claims that this natural fruit is good for your health and helps you heal. Now I'm going to go through a couple of quick studies that show evidence of black elderberry reducing the severity and duration of flus/colds. The first one is people who had influenza took 15 milliliters of elderberry syrup 4 times a day and showed improvement in 2 to 4 days, while the control group took 7 to 8 days to improve. So that's 2 to 4 days versus 1 week plus. And I'm just going to share one more study, actually. I'm keeping it short and sweet today. The second study was on 64 people. They took 175 milligrams of elderberry extract in lozenge form for for 2 days, and they saw significant improvement in their flu symptoms, including fever, headache, muscle aches, and nasal congestion after just 24 hours. Now, most of the studies have been performed on commercial products such as the syrups, the lozenges, the gummies, all of that, and home remedies aren't usually prioritized when it comes to clinical studies, so keep that in mind if you're really looking for hard science and all of that. However, if you've tried it and it works for you, why would you not use a natural product that's pure and it's helping compared to something that was developed in a pharmacy, in a lab? Just stick to the natural stuff. It's good stuff. Moving along, we're going to go back to antioxidants. Elderberries are high in antioxidants. The reason antioxidants are so important is because they protect your body from oxidative stress. During metabolism, reactive molecules may be released that can accumulate in the body. This accumulation causes oxidative stress, which can lead to illnesses such as cancer and diabetes. So the antioxidants can help remove these reactive molecules from your body. On top of that, research suggests diets high in antioxidants can help prevent chronic illnesses. There are mixed conclusions when it comes to elderberry benefiting your heart health. For example, there's some research that shows that it can reduce your uric acid levels, reduce your cholesterol, and reduce your blood sugar levels, therefore helping with your heart health. However, all the research I came across was mixed. Some studies said that it does help your heart, while other studies did not find enough significant evidence to support the claim that elderberry is good for your heart health. So when it comes to heart health, I don't think I would recommend taking elderberry specifically for that reason. However, because of the other benefits, I don't think it's a bad idea to try it out. Now, while elderberries have some promising benefits, they also have some dangerous side effects. Alright, I'm being a little dramatic. They're not really dangerous side effects, but there are some dangers associated with elderberries, specifically when it comes to raw elderberries. The bark, unripe berries, and seeds contain small amounts of lectins, which, if you eat too much of, can cause stomach problems. Additionally, elderberries contain a substance known as cyanogenic glycosides. Cyanogenic glycosides can release cyanide under certain circumstances. This toxin is also found in almonds as well as apricot seeds. Fortunately, as long as the berries are cooked, and when they're commercially produced, they have to be cooked, they're not going to release the cyanide, so you don't have to worry about that. Therefore, there have been no reported fatalities from consuming elderberry that has been cooked or bought from the store. I'm just going to read off the symptoms. If you eat the raw, uncooked berries, the leaves, bark, or roots, you might get nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. The toxic substances are going to be removed from the berries as long as you cook them. However, you don't want to use the bark, the branches, or the roots for juicing or any consumption. You just want to avoid getting any of the stomach problems. So I think it's best if you just leave it to somebody who knows what they're doing, or do your research if you want to get into this elderberry, preparation situation rather than just trying. Moral of the story, you don't have to worry about the cyanide, the toxins, any of that stuff as long as you cook the berry and the seeds, or better yet, as I mentioned before, leave the preparation up to someone who knows what they're doing. And now let's head to the kitchen so I can share with you the type of elderberry that I'm using and how to use it in a delicious, easy way. Welcome to the kitchen. I'm going to share with you two different types of elderberries I have. These are from Elderberry Fairy in Las Vegas, a local company. They have two different kinds of honey. They have a vegan elixir as well as a regular one which has organic local raw honey. These are all organic products, so stay tuned. I'm going to whip up something really quick and share with you how I like to have my elderberry on the weekends. so let's see what this elderberry fairy sent me. Right here I have 2 elderberries. These are both from Las Vegas. It's a small business. They stay fresh 45 to 60 days if you refrigerate them. It's really cute packaging, sort of hard to see. Now what I really like about this is they have all clean ingredients. There's 0 fillers in this. There's no corn syrup, glycerin, fructose, or alcohol, and there's no added sugar. So for both the vegan one or the regular one, as you can see, all great stuff. Now I also got this little notice when I ordered it, and it basically says to refrigerate it upon arrival, and that's not because of safety, it's more of a quality thing. It'll last better, probably taste better. And I think for my little pancake, don't judge its appearance, but I think I'm gonna try this vegan one. So let's see what it looks like. This little burlap sack. And again, this is from the Elderberry Fairy. It's really cute, it's a little mason jar. The dosage for adults is 1 tablespoon daily, so I'm just gonna put, well, maybe I'll do more than 1 scoop, but just drizzle that on there. Alrighty, so I'm going to bite into my blueberry elderberry pancake and let's see how this tastes. Wow. That's so perfect. The blueberry and the elderberry, the avocado oil I used in lieu of butter, amazing, highly recommended. Do you want a bite? Here you go. Wow, I think I'm really addicted to these. I'm glad I only make this a weekend thing because I could get used to this. The only thing better would be someone to make it for me.